Back here on SportsLine, getting set for some college baseball postseason. The SEC tournament starts tomorrow down in Hoover. The OVC championship starts in Lexington coming up on Wednesday. Belmont's the regular season champions for the first time since joining the league a decade ago, doing it in the final season before it heads off to the Missouri Valley Conference. Bruins are led by center fielder Guy Lipscomb, who became the first player in the last 10 seasons in Division I baseball to hit better than 400 for the season and steal 40 bases. Just an incredible season for Guy Lipscomb and a Belmont team that's really led by its pitching and really led by its defense. And the Bruins win the conference championship, go in as the #1 seed. They'll have the double bye into Thursday, where potentially just need 3 wins to win the tournament title and get the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. Last night on the Electric Power Company Sunday Sports Central, I had the chance to catch up with Bruins head coach Dave Jarvis. With a doubleheader sweep at Southern Illinois Edwardsville Friday, Belmont won the OVC regular season crown for the first time in 10 years in the league and will be the #1 seed in the conference tournament this week in Lexington. We're joined now by longtime Belmont head coach Dave Jarvis. Dave, I know one of the goals for this season was to make history and win an OVC title. What's it mean to do it now in your final year in the league?
I'm just thrilled by it. It's been a goal for us. We've had a lot of bumps in the road in other seasons, but it's just thrilling to know that we've accomplished that this season and to accomplish it with a group of people that I'm just proud of who they are and the chemistry and the team that they've built throughout the course of the year. The unselfishness of this group of young men. It's really an outstanding privilege just to be involved with them and to coach them.
You won your 700th game at Belmont earlier this season, so you're well used to winning. But this team's won 37 games, matching the most in a single regular season in school history. What set them apart?
I think as much as anything, it was a very talented group of young men. We've had other talented groups like this, but just a really unbelievable team bond and outstanding chemistry that we had throughout the course of the year. A lot of that, I think, was fueled by a tremendous unselfishness that seemed to be a big part of the entire team. And it fueled a real positive energy, even when things would go wrong, even when we'd bump into, adversities throughout the course of the year, we would still always rise to the occasion, and our guys would be able to find a way to get the job done.
We've documented over the course of the season the great hitting and superb running and base stealing of Guy Lipscomb, who seems to really pace your offense. But how much has your pitching staff and the depth there helped lead to your success?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I feel like, championships in this sport are almost always won through pitching and defense. Our offense it can be dynamic at times and can be really good. But on a consistent basis, I think this pitching staff and the defense that played behind this pitching staff are probably the 2 biggest reasons, because they've just been so consistent throughout the course of the year. Our defense fielding at a .983 clip is just probably, in the national leaders in that category, I would say. And then, of course, our pitching staff was able to lead the OVC in ERA this year. And I feel like that's where you're going to build championships, especially when those 2 areas are so consistent.
All right, Dave, and now you have the #1 seed and the double bye to Thursday at 10 a.m. in the OVC tournament. Especially with that pitching staff, how advantageous can it be to get past those first couple rounds already?
Well, going into the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season, we knew that was going to be a big factor. We felt like we were qualifying for the tournament. We were going to be in the field, but we knew how important to finish in the top 2 seeds just because of the advantage that you have. You're going to be playing a game on Thursday against a team that's going to be playing their 3rd game. And that just gives you a lot of advantage from a pitching standpoint, because you're facing either people have had to pitch off and survive the first round or 2, or they've gone deep into their bullpen. There's a lot of different ways that can help and just give you a huge advantage going into the back end of the back rounds of the tournament.
You're up to 62 in the RPI, but it seems like the reality is you probably have to win this tourney this week to get into an NCAA regional. So what's the message to your team as you head to Lexington with so much at stake?
Leave it all out there on the field. There's nothing to take home with us. Let's make sure that when we go out there that we're where our feet are on this day, and that we're going to just bring everything that we've got, and don't leave any fuel in the tank. Make sure that we burn it all, and that we go out and get after people and play this game the way that we will want to remember that we played.
Well, Dave, it's been a fantastic regular season. Congrats on one title, and hopefully we're talking about another one this time next week.
Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate it.